Hey guys, I'm MixMastaPJ. Here you see Home Alone and Monster Truck Rally currently, and soon to be a third game, Tecmo NBA basketball in a second. What do they all have in common? They're all composed by the great George Sanger. I'm going to try and beat them all at the same time. Hopefully it works. I don't know. We are rusty in a lot of these games. Ideally, if everything worked out nicely PB-wise, they would kind of end close to the same time, but who knows with video games, right? Things can kind of go a little bit haywire once in a while. So first thing we're going to do is we get Monster Truck Rally set up and ready to go in the Monster Truck Rally category. We're not going to start time until we hit Go Race, but we're actually not going to race there first. We're going to start with Home Alone, which is a rather hands-off speed run. You guys are going to see in a second. Hopefully I can get it to a situation where Home Alone's just kind of sitting over there on the right side, not doing anything for about 19 minutes. So timer's going to start here as soon as I release the start button in 3, 2, 1, and go. Whoop, hold on, sorry. And go. There we go. And we're Kevin McAllister, like I said, precursor to Jigsaw. We're going to go over here a little bit. Oh man, we got Marv chasing after us right away. Harry is stuck outside. Good for him, always the outdoorsman. All right, good dodge there. Come on, down the stairs. You can do it. All right, we'll put this right here so we can pick up a chandelier. That'll slow Marv down just a little bit. And that should get it there, I'm hoping. We'll see if this works here in a second. And we're hoping that we can get around here because that chandelier is supposed to take a long time for Marv to recuperate. And if we can get back up here, up the stairs, please. Thank you, Kevin. All right, so we should be able to play this. Wait, where is Marv? Is he down there? All right, cool. Should be in a good spot for us to go race. All right, so Kevin's going to chill there. We're going to start driving some monster trucks here. Probably could have started a few seconds sooner, but that's okay. So Home Alone's currently in a pretty hands-off position. At this point in time, we're just waiting for the cops to show up, and they show up 19 minutes and 58 seconds after the game starts. So that gives us roughly, 17 minutes left to beat these two games? That's probably not going to happen. But it won't be that long afterwards, so that's pretty cool that we could beat 3 Sanger games and hopefully under 22 or 23 minutes. That'd be nice. Just happen to do, some concurrently. That's okay. I might make this my new, I might submit this to SRC and make this my new updated Home Alone split. What do you think? My new Home Alone PB. All right. Make it here through the hill climb first. The Monster Truck Rally is made up of, I think, 9 events. Man, I said I'm a little rusty on these. But we got to take our pickup truck through this course. There's some RNG present with regards to all those obstacles there, like the mud and the puddles, but the courses stay the same. One thing that's you're trying to manage is just like your momentum. The truck is not particularly light, so we try to keep our speed up as high as possible because once you start climbing hills and such, it's not really easy to get a lot of that speed back. So we're going to fly up here. Hopefully we don't crash. All right, good. That's a spot where you can bottom out the truck sometimes. As we climb the hill. And we're going to be done event number 1. So we'll mash A to get through that as fast as possible. And that'll take us to the drag race. There's 2 heats of the drag race. Sometimes some puddles or mud to navigate through, but nothing crazy. Pretty decent RNG so far. We'll take that for the first drag race. So nothing there to worry about. Nice and quick. Match an A for heat 2. Just keeping an eye over there on the house there. Making sure no Christmas presents get stolen by some other thieves that can see the situation going on outside. Looks okay. Kevin looks just to be holding on for dear life. All right, we're on to the bog. You can see the water physics in this game are just absolutely punishing. We're hoping for only 1, maybe 2, 4 splash sounds. Basically, the longer you spend in the water, the harder it is to recover. So, like that was a 3 splasher. There is 1 or 2 of them that might be a 4 splasher, so we're hoping we don't get any of those. Ooh, bottom out there is rough. That's usually RNG on how the truck is pointing when it lands after a jump, so we'll go a little wide here to hopefully avoid those. Try and gain some speed, climb this hill, and try and clear this one entirely. But we bottomed out. That's going to make the next bog a little bit slower. Okay, so it was only a 2 splasher, not a 3 splasher or 1 splasher. That's not too bad. And you notice I'm taking this turn really wide. It's because I really want to get into 2nd gear here, or 3rd gear even, so that that's only a 3 splasher instead of a 4 splasher. All right, we cleared that one without a bottom out. That's real nice. We can get the 3rd gear here. The one thing about 3rd gear is obviously going faster than all the others, but as soon as you start the turn, it automatically downshifts you to 2nd. So we try to, it doesn't look like I'm taking the most optimal lines, but I actually am to try and make the straightaways as long as humanly possible and maximize my time in 3rd gear. So there's just a little bit more going on than a typical racing game where you're trying to optimize the shortest route. In this case here, you're trying to optimize a route that keeps you pointed straight for longer. Sometimes you can get a really good RNG on that little ramp and clear some of these things here, but just wasn't in the cards for that one. But not a bad bog. Could have been worse. Mash our way through here. And we'll make it to the car crush. That's what monster trucks are known for, right? Squishing a bunch of cars. Although these cars look to be about the same size of our truck, you know, when you start squishing some cars, they automatically knock you down the 1st gear. So you just really have to maximize the real estate in between your cars effectively to get the 2nd gear as soon as possible. So I'm going to try and make sure I get the 2nd gear as soon as I can get off of these cars here. Sometimes you can get the 3rd there. It just wasn't the best line coming out of there. And we're going to try to get the 3rd here. Apparently that counts as crushing cars, so that's why it downshifts you anyway. Even though it looks like we're not. All right, not too bad of a car crush. Oh, we didn't even hit the wall at the end. That was nice. How you doing, Kevin? Hanging in there? All right, good. All right. Off to the tug of war. This is about beating it fast, not about actually winning the tug of war. So we're just going to root for this red truck to keep pulling us straight. Don't go zigzags. Don't go the longer route. Just take us all the way to the finish line, dude. Come on. Go straight. Nope, no. Just get it. Stop turning. Right there. There's the finish line. Just go right over that. Perfect. Nice. All right. We got one more of those. Round 2 of the tug of war. Do the exact same thing, computer. Go straight down the line for me. Don't turn into the walls. Don't try and zigzag. I am not resisting. Not resisting. Just go. No, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. There we go. Those actually weren't too bad tug of wars. I believe this is the brutal RNG. Was this drawbridge coming up? No, it's sled pull. All right, sled pull is actually another easily abusable one like tug of war is, where actually we just try to pull the sled as far as we can, and I'm just like done right here. I just don't have any more energy. Usually there's a couple little like checkpoints where it's like, all right, if you get to this spot here, then that's where the imagine a bus thing, that's where it does its check. If you can get there as fast as possible and then stop, you're in good shape. So we try to get it in the 2nd gear and then put the rear wheels right on that line, and it usually starts the sled pull check really quickly. And hey, it's just as strong as we are, right? We're not really good at the sled, I guess. All right, here's the big RNG one, drawbridge. It's on a global timer in the background. We're going to hope that it works out for us here. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I think this is going to be okay. All right, good clear there. We bounced the wall there. Are we going to clear this in time? Just barely. Okay, cool. Sometimes you just miss that gate by a little bit there. I wanted to hit the wall to slow down artificially. Should be in a pretty good spot here for a nice clear. Look at that. Perfect RNG there. We set that up very nicely. with no manips required. That's fine. Could have gone through there faster, but it's actually going to help us a little bit and delay this ending, where this gate is usually in our way, and instead we caught it at the perfect time. So it looked like we hit that wall and we're in real trouble, but it actually allowed that gate there to close right for us. That was that would be probably a gold split if I was doing this at home. Here, we got some donuts. Who doesn't love those? Just 3 laps around this tiny little track. It's like Martinsville with no straightaways. Let's go. Oh man, what a long race that was. Let's do it again, huh? Heat 2. Yeah. Just gotta do 3 laps here. And then we get to go to our custom track, which I don't know if you guys were paying attention to that wonderful, complicated custom track I drew. Obviously the plan is to do this as fast as possible, so I drew a very simple short track, which is like a little stretched out donut. That's the smallest track they allow me to create. Man, how long have I been on hold with the cops there? What's the time? What's it say over there? 10:30, man. All right, we got the combo course coming up here. This is all the things you've seen so far, all combined into one. So, well, except the tug of war and sled pull, but it's got some bog stuff going on. It's got some hill climbing going on. It's got some drawbridges, got some car crushing. It's got everything. So all of them are kind of rolled into one here. We slow down a little bit there so that we don't bottom out at the bottom of that hill. And we can still keep some momentum for that bog and this climb here. I like to turn a little bit there at the end and try and cut that corner, because it's not like I'm going to be in 3rd gear anyhow, so doing a little bit of turning early is not the end of the world. All right, scale this area in 3rd gear. Go for the big drop. Friendly drawbridges? Very. Look at that. Thank you so much. Our drawbridge RNG has been great. It's a shame our gameplay and driving hasn't been, but that's okay. All right, so far so good. Cut this nice and close. Oh, we got double puddles there. Man, I was hoping I could stay in 3rd gear through that whole thing, but they really didn't want us to. Little boggin', that's okay. You just really don't want that to happen. You don't want to be landing pointed upward while hitting an uphill bump. When that kind of happens there randomly, then you know you're going to bottom out and spin out. You can manipulate where you land a little bit by going slower, but you don't really have a whole lot of control on what direction your truck is going to be pointing. So it seems to have a little bit of RNG with that. Like, look at that. That was just unfortunate luck with the drawbridge there. So as much as I was praising the drawbridge luck earlier, that's what I get. All right, all these hills. Scaling Mount Everest here, apparently. Look at that. Oh, another bottom out there. We went over the first bump. We were just pointed straight up. Nothing we could do. All right, that's a good spot there, hopefully. Yeah. All right, cool. You know what? We would have had to wait for that drawbridge if we didn't crash earlier, right? So, silver lining. Let's try to land up. No, couldn't land on the downhill part. That would have been real nice if we pulled that off. Here's the turn. I started turning for that a little early. All right, here comes the last little section here. We're gonna go up and around and then start all the bogging. Woo, big climb. Very friendly. Oh, no, not quite. All right, at least we got back and recovered before it started popping up. So now, I wish we were in 3rd gear here, but we're not. We're just gonna maintain as best we can. All right, time on a run for this game happens once the green screen pops up after the checkered flag, but we don't have to press time here. We can frame count it after. We're gonna leave that timer going because that's what Home Alone is measuring. We're measuring a whole big timer. Oh, you have 3 separate timers? Oh my, oh, you have 2? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to, that's fine. I assumed it was just, okay, yeah, I was gonna say we can do that, it's fine. All right, so time's gonna happen on this green screen here. That's what I'm gonna reset. Reset the right one? Yeah. And time. All right, so there's that one. And we're going to go to Tecmo NBA basketball. And this category is just to win a game at all costs, no matter what happens. So we're going to change our period length to the smallest number possible. We're going to change our game speed to the fastest amount possible. We're going to make sure we pick man versus computer, and we're going to pick the great team as the Utah Jazz, and we're going to give them a garbage team like the Washington Bullets. I started that trend. It's not always the case, but yeah. And the trick to this game is to not actually be winning for very long. We're okay with them scoring the first points there. That is fine. In fact, we're going to try and pass the ball to somebody who's absolute garbage at shooting, Mark Eaton. We're going to try and remain to be about 2 points behind, like almost the whole game. We're going to watch that shot clock above the basket. It says 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And without 4 seconds left, we throw up a 3 with our center, who is absolute garbage at shooting from anywhere on the court. And now we just try to play good defense, because the clock does stop when baskets get scored. So we just try to get all the rebounds and all the blocks we can. And then we give the ball to our boy Mark Eaton, who, like I said, offensively challenged. We don't want to score baskets, because if we do, it stops the clock, and then they score baskets for them, and that also stops the clock. If they're behind with less than a minute to go in the half, they start calling a whole lot of timeouts. So that also slows our process down here. So I'm not excited to be down 4-0. I'm going to need a bucket here, I guess, to kind of counteract that. So we'll give it to Theodore Edwards down here in the post. Those are little tiny lapses in time. We're not super excited about having those happen. Ideally, we like this to be the case, where we just have in and outs, rebounds, stuff like that. We're going to keep Eaton right up here by the circle, have him take the Steph Curry shot. I'll get a little closer so I can see that shot clock. It's down to 10. 4, 5, 4. Throw it up. All right, 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Mark Eaton with the block. Oh no, a foul! It slows the game down. They got 8 seconds left. The shot clock is reset. Oh my goodness. Jazz fans in shambles. Oh, and they can't capitalize. It's fine. All right. Stockton brings it up the court. Hall of Famer. Not as widely regarded in the past few years. Has had a rough couple of years. Not as rough as Karl Malone, but yeah. Not great for either of them. Oh, in and out again, Eaton. I mean, it'll come down eventually, I'm sure. You'll figure it out. Another block by Eaton. So good. All right, he's going to just bring the ball up the court and hang out right here in the Curry zone. How we doing, Kevin? You hanging in there, bud? Good to see you. All right. Almost, man. You were right there. Thought you had it. Whoop. Oh, I thought I got a finger on it. That's okay. They missed anyway. All right, Eaton brings it up the court. Mad handles on his 7-3 frame. I think he went to UCLA. All right, for 3, not quite. I have had runs ended by him hitting too many three-pointers. That has occurred. Where's Eaton? Get out of the post, Eaton. What are you doing? Get over here. Get in the Curry zone. 5. Oh, we have more time on the shot clock. We're good. We just dribble it out. Halftime. All right. They doubled us up 4-2 in the first half. All right. Huge pass. Stockton wide. No, we don't care. Not taking it. Not taking it. Eaton going to the spot. Guys, this is what Sloan drew up, all right? This is just the play they want us to execute, all right? All right, Eaton for 3, in and out. You will see all the missed shot animations that they have. Oh, another block. Get it to Eaton. That's our man. Kevin's still hanging in there. All right, for 3, in and out. Oh, an offensive rebound. Gets it back to Eaton again. Look at that. Third quarter time ticking down. Once he hits the fourth quarter, then we'll start to worry about our points a little bit. Right now we're just playing good defense. This long 3 allows Eaton to get back there on defense much faster. And he can block pretty much any shot. Another offensive rebound. is beating them so bad they might have to change their team name in Washington. All right. Woo! Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be another offensive board. All right. We need to stop. Whoop. A block again by Eaton. He can dribble out the corner. All right, fourth quarter basketball, guys. Here we go. Eaton getting back on defense. Another missed shot. All right, so now we got a minute 46 to go. Oh, we have Stockton. Oh, they fouled me. Oh, okay, so Home Alone is done. So now it just comes out of Tecmo NBA basketball. Shot clock has been reset. Stockton with the ball here. A minute and a half to go. Jazz down by 2. Looking to see if Eaton or Malone are going to set the screen. They don't. Stockton takes it himself. Top of the key. No good. This might become a lose-a-game speed run instead of win-a-game speed run. Oh, we get a rebound from Blue Edwards. To Eaton. Back to Stockton for 2. It's in and out. A minute to go. He just hasn't had to touch this game, but he finds Jeff Malone, and it ties the game up. 4-4 with 50 seconds to play. Oh no, the layup. Alex English. My world record run of this has a 3-point buzzer shot that wins the game. That's okay, we might still get that at this rate. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. 16 seconds left. Eaton with the ball to Stockton. No, it's no good. It's okay. We got the lose-a-game category, though. That counts as a speed run somewhere. So 3 Sanger games completed. What was our time? 21:34. Not too bad. Beat 3 George Sanger games in 21 minutes and 34 seconds. And you got all those jamming tunes. The Home Alone music, not so great. Not going to lie. I think they put all the budget into the IP. They didn't leave Sanger with a whole lot to work with there. But I will say this. The Tecmo NBA basketball music, it's good, but the Tecmo Super NBA basketball music on SNES, I think it's George Sanger's best work. So if you have a chance to check that out and play it for real, by all means do so. Thanks for having me here at NES Block, guys, and I hope to have another stupid, silly race or game like this coming up shortly for you guys. Thanks a lot.